Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of my simple journal. Let's get started. In the first video we put together the base. The second video I added these little doors. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but this little flap, I added pockets. And today I'm going to add something here. And I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. And I'm going to start by moving this aside, taking some scraps and cutting a few circles out of this 1-inch hole punch, 1-inch circle punch. Just like that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use glossy accents, and I'm going to put this on the top. And remember, with glossy accents, you don't shake it. That's important so you don't get air bubbles in it. And it dries clear. And you want to check for air bubbles and pop them if you get them. Make sure you fill it all the way up. I do see one little air bubble. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. Sometimes you just have to push it off to the side. Okay. And I'm going to do the same to the others, but let me show you what they look like. I've made some and let them harden, and I made 6 of them. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use them as tabs. So I think they're pretty. I don't know if you can see the shininess. I think they're kind of cool. So I'm going to take those. I'm going to put a gummy in my mouth. My girlfriend gave me a heart box of Haribo. Okay, I'm going to put some stuff over here. And what I think I'm going to do is I cut these out of the pack, the paper pack of Stamperia Time. And I'm going to make some flaps here. And these happen to just fit this perfectly. So what I need to do is make hinges for this, for these 3. And I'm going to try using scraps if I have them. So I'm just going to hold them up here to measure it. I'm going to start it about right there. End it almost at the end. About right there. And then I'm going to make 2 more of these. Looks like I can get 2 out of this one piece if I cut it in half. Okay, so that'll be my 3 hinges. I'm going to take them and just cut at a diagonal, cut the corners off, and I'm going to fold them. I'm not going to bother scoring them. It's simple enough to do the hinge, just folding them in half. And I'm just lining up the top and bottom edges as best that I can. I want to thank you all, those that watched the video 1 and 2. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you liking and commenting. That gives me insight into what you like and what you don't want to bother with. And I don't take offense if you don't like something. Well, I probably do, but it's okay to have critiques. Before I do anything else, I'm going to add some inks to this. There's some little white kind of paper stuff hanging from it. And before I add the hinges to these, I want to figure out, this is going to cover some space to write on, kind of some little papers. So I want to figure out the size. I'll use this sheet. Well, actually, I'll use this sheet, 3 pieces of that, 1 piece of that, and a few pieces of this. And use this. I'm going to move these aside. Keep my paper with me. Use my hinges and move my hinges aside. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's 6 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to make the paper 5.5 by 3.5. So 5.5 by 3.5. Is that right? Yeah. By 3.5. Okay. Just so not to waste this, I'm going to cut 5.5. There. And cut 5.5. Whoop. Whoa. Five and a half by 3.5, and make sure this is no bigger than 5.5, and that'll be fine. And then this, we'll just make these 5.5. Okay, put that aside, and I'm going to put these into signatures, although this is not, you know, a typical signature. It's more like a pad. So I'm going to go here, one of these. I'm going to tear this off. 1, 2, 3. These all need to be torn. Actually going to put this first one and then a little one in between, just like that, and then another piece, and I think that'll do it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This can have another one. And another one. And this can have another one. And I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to try to staple these behind. Let me see if it'll work. I'm not sure. Put it this way would help, wouldn't it? Okay, 1. 2, almost 2. 2. And one more. And one. And I love this stapler. It's Amazon Basics. It was, I think, $9, but I love it. Okay, then these, I want to put a strip over to cover the staples. So I'm going to, actually, I think I'm just going to use, I think I have 3 of these. 1, oh, I only have 2. Darn. Almost had 3. And let me grab my glue. Right there. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Oops. Two. And last but not least, and there. I don't mind that it doesn't go all the way. And these, actually I do care. It kind of looks junky when the other ones are better. Try number 2. Okay. That looks a little better. Okay. And this, we're going to glue up. And that's going to go on this. And the next one. And last but not least, okay. Next, before I put them down, I'm going to add the little tabs. I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to put glue on just half of it, the top half. Just so enough hangs over to serve as the tab. Just like that. Then this is going to come about here. And this one will go in the middle. I think I'm going to use the eyeball. I think that's pretty cool. And the same thing, glue at the top. Like that. And the last one, I think will be this one. Okay, and that's going to go like that. Then we're going to take our journal and simply going to glue it onto the hinge. I mean, you could glue the whole back to it. In this case, it wouldn't matter. But I want to be able to lift it up and see the girl, at least part of the girl behind it. So that's there. Eyeball. And this. So this is going to go here. Right there. And last but not least, oh, I like that. So I want to play with this so it opens. That one missed the mark. Okay. Yep. Yep. Now what I think I will do is I will put some sort of a ribbon. I think I have some pretty ribbon. And I really should have put it behind all this, but you know me, geesh, I can never plan ahead. I admire all you guys that are planners. It's funny, you know, I'm retired, and in my career as a director of special ed for our very large district here in Miami, I was always planning. And I think what happened when I retired, that's it. You know, I was done. Whoops, I'm sorry I touched that. I was done with the planning. It's funny. So I'm definitely not a planner. I really enjoy being able to be spontaneous. I'm going to lift up this back piece just a little bit, just so I can tuck this rather, not touch it. And then this will simply, but that won't work. I guess I should wait until it dries, right? I'm almost tempted to put this down behind it to kind of hold it in place, which I will do. Yeah, that's better. I really love using the glossy accents. It just gives it a nice little something to your journals. I am going to put this back here behind this as well. That'll help. Okay, so I have some nice places to write. And now I'll tie this very gently. I'm going to get a little clip. So, okay, let's see what we have so far. I haven't decorated the cover yet. I think this part is finished. I could add a little embellishment. I think this is still a little too long. Perhaps I'll put a key here. And then I need goodies to go in here and maybe a little lace over here. Would that be good? Maybe a piece of lace on the sides. Over here. Just like that. And maybe one up here. Okay. And one more of these. Okay, well, that's all I have time for today. And we'll continue in our next video. Thanks for stopping. Bye-bye.